When you have a lot of data, you can filter it to quickly find just what you want. In a range of data on a worksheet, you enable filtering by clicking the Filter command on the ribbon. This is on the Data tab in the Sort and Filter group. It's a good practice to have labels for your columns of data, like these in row 1. If you don't, it can be confusing when you have a filter arrow in a cell that contains actual data. I'll show you by deleting this row of labels and then applying filtering. I'll delete the row, and now I'll click the Filter button, and that looks a little strange. So I'll go ahead and undo that, and now the labels are restored. There are 3 kinds of data I can filter by: number, date, and text. The order and the amount columns are numbers, the salesperson column is text, and the date column is date. Let's say I want to filter on salespeople. I can do this in a few ways. I click the arrow next to salesperson, and right away I see the names of all the salespeople right here, with checkboxes next to their names. Or I can search for names in the search box. Or I can build a filter by clicking Text Filters. I'll start by selecting one or more checkboxes by the names in this list. I can speed things up by clicking this Select All box to clear all checkboxes by the names, and then select one that I want, such as Carlson. Or, if I want to select everyone but Wells, I can click Select All to select everyone, and then clear the checkbox just for Wells. When I'm done selecting the names I want to filter by, I click OK. So I'll go ahead and select only Carlson, click OK, and here are the orders for Carlson. Now I'll go back and select everyone but Wells. So I click Select All and clear the checkbox next to Wells. And now you can see there are no orders for Wells. I can always clear the filter by clicking Clear up here on the ribbon. Or I can click Clear Filter from Salesperson, like this. Now all the orders appear again. Next, I'll use a search box. I can search for salesperson's name, like this. I type C in the search box, and Carlson and Craig show up. I click OK, and I see the orders just for them. I'll go ahead and click Clear up here, but before I do, notice that there's a filter icon right here. When I click Clear, it becomes an arrow again. I'll switch to the Date column, and I'll search for dates. I can look for months by typing the first letter of a month. I'll type O, and this shows all the orders for October. Notice the plus sign next to October. I click that, and then I can see all the dates, and I can choose among these. I'll type S, and here are the orders for September. I can also type a number in the search box. I'll type 4, and I see all the dates that contain a 4, September 24th and October 14th. I'll switch to the amount column, and I'll search for some numbers. If I type *4 in the search box, this shows me all the orders that contain a 4 in the amount column. If I type $4*, I'll see the values that start with a 4. In this case, all orders that are 400 something. If I type $1, I'll see all the values that are greater than 1,000 and less than 2,000. These two values right here. Now I'll show you how to apply and build filters. I'll select the date column, click the arrow, and then I'll click Date Filters. See all the choices that appear over here? This is really powerful. I want to see the orders earlier than October, so I click Before, and this Custom AutoFilter box appears. Under Date, it fills in Is Before for me. I can choose a date from this box by clicking the arrow next to it, or I can use this date picker over here, which gives me a calendar. Either way, I can easily select October 1st. I'll go ahead and click OK to apply the filter. And now only the orders before October 1st are shown. I'll go ahead and clear the filter and try something else. I want to find orders that are greater than or equal to $500, but less than $1,000. So I'll click the arrow next to Amount and click Number Filters. And then I'll click Between, because these values will be between two numbers. Again, the Custom AutoFilter box appears, and I'll go ahead and keep Is greater than or equal to in this box, and I'll enter 500. And then in this box, I want to make it less than 1,000. I don't want to include 1,000. I click OK, and now I see values that are greater than or equal to 500, but less than 1,000. Now that I've got that, I want to see the highest value from these results. This is a little more complex. I can't filter results that are already filtered in place. But I'll show you how to subfilter these results and return the highest value anyway. I start by copying these results and then I want to paste them below this range of data. I don't want to paste them up here, and I'll show you why. I'll go ahead and paste them into the cell starting at F2, and you can see that not all the results show up. So I'll go ahead and undo that. I'll copy them again, and I'll move down here and paste them down below the original data. I'll insert a label. I'll call it subresults. And then I'll turn on filtering for this column. Now I'll click the arrow next to the label, click Number Filters, and then click Top 10. And this filter will show me the top X number of items that I specify, from 10 to 1. I want to see only the top one item, so I'll enter 1 here, click OK, and the highest number in these results is 927.77. Now you've seen lots of ways to filter different kinds of data: text, numbers, and dates, by choosing values from a list, by searching, or by applying and creating filters to get really specific.